After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Damiere Byrd returning it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Newton. Ebron caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 50-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Michel. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
The 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Newton to throw. The pass complete. It's Byrd. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
18 on the play.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Down right around the 25.
Sony Michel.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
The 25-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Newton. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 42-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, they missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He was brought down by Jason.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. There's some space here. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going up. Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. This is caught, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Patriots 0. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 44. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
The give is to Elliott. taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 6.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt it's on our offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, LA. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 22 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
On for the extra point. point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores. This is intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year. Then the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
I think the smarter approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground is Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they start defensively at the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The 47-yard
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Herbert. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chargers 41, Patriots nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Julian Edelman.
Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Sony Michel on the carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
By Denzel.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Ebron with it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught by Waller out left side. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Shifts by him, shedding through the defense. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Newton on 1st down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
The 26-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Find Williams on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught at the end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers, they continue to make their case.